Hi, the previous video was on modeling, and I want to touch down on the something I think important and Earthworks. Earthworks is supposed to be relatively easy with the tools available now. So, but you need to select IFC4x3 to have these particular classes. So let me put some different outliner here, and this is okay. Now an element which is to be a terrain, okay, TR, and as a geometry I want to use a custom extruded model. So okay, so tab S tab again, tab, and then I click here multi-object tool so I can have my 2 meter terrain. Okay, tab back. Let me turn on the screencast key so we can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is our terrain. I can give it a name and stuff, so there is no type, of course, for a terrain, I think. So how would I create a hole in the terrain? We can use the similar approach, like creating a simple hole. So shift O, and I created this opening element. No? So if I go here and then GBZ, select Alt O, and then I see the opening, but it is not a cut. So it's in fact an opening like the door or window. So let's delete this. We want to create a proper cut. So I place the 3D cursor on top of it, select this element and feature element. Instead of opening, we can go, you can create a feature element, Earthworks cut. Base excavation, the element to the feature object is this one, and the custom extruded solid is what we want to create. Let's say excavation bulk. Okay, and then it creates a bulk. So let's focus on this a bit. So tab again, tab. I want to make it 4x4, for instance. So 2 to select the edge, GX 3.5, GY 3.5, tab again. So if I Alt O, it disappears. Alt O, it shows. Why? Because it's inside. So if I want to see, sometimes it's difficult to select, so hold down the Alt key, and then you have and click or left click, and then now I can see that it's done, because it didn't dent into the terrain. So GB to grab, Z, and I'm okay. So if I now press Alt O, I can see. So Alt O again, select the cut. I want to give it a tab, deep 1.5. So select again, GB, Z. Again, this is just to demonstrate the process, not, of course, this is not what you do in real life. So let's say that we want to add some foundation, no, for the trench excavation. Easiest part probably would be like to have an actual footing. So let's say footing tab, strip footing, custom extrude solid. Let me see if I know the type, and I want to create an element, for instance. To element, footing, strip footing, representation, solid. Okay. This is the same cube. And let me put it somewhere at 0, so I can tab, and then let's also 2 GX 3.5, GY 3.5. Now this is 50 centimeter, okay. So, but it shouldn't be this shape 7, and I do some offsetting instead of Okay, so now my footing, let's say, again, this is an example. So GB, I want to put it here, where the footing is going to be. I think you got the point. So Shift Z to see X-ray. So I want to do an excavation. So I can actually use an element. So for this, so I select the terrain, add element, and then again feature element, cut excavation geographic. Instead of this one, we can from object, and now our object is the footing. Okay, so excavation trench. Okay, and now I have also my excavation as a footing. So I Alt O to come out, and I see the footing here. Let's hide it a bit, so you can see now that the excavation goes down to the bottom. Okay, in reality there are two excavations here. You can see them both, bulk and trench. Bulk and trench. I can also do the quantity takeoff, blender, and I have the quantity takeoff, bulk. So basically this is the part where we are going to now to enter into the backfill. Okay, let's see. So to see the backfill, we can probably, so this is the footing, and I want to backfill the whole lot. It doesn't make sense, but you get the point. So again, I place my 3D cursor here and add element, not a feature element, but an element, fill, backfill. Okay, and tessellation from object, no, I want to go and custom extrude solid, and now it will be fill, let's say laterite. Okay, let's say cube, tab to GY, sorry, GX on the top, GY tab. I select it. I want this to be 1.5 meters, or let's give it as a chance to 1.25 meters. Now the earth is something that shows, whereas the cut, you need to select the element, Alt O to show it. So it's important to understand the difference here, because otherwise it will be a problem. Okay, I think so. This, let's say we want to add the coloring stuff. So, but essentially, just to move it. So of course this is a polyline. So assuming that we had some columns here, for instance, a column tool, create a column type, add the column, I put a column here, 7, GX, GY, okay, GX. Say that I have a column here, I want to GZ, this NAP sometimes drives me crazy. Shift DY, Shift DX. Okay, I have this column, so this this backfill won't go with the columns up. So GY, I want to just edit it. So tab, and if I have the patient, Control R, and I go up to 1 to get the vertex, GY, GX, and you got the point, GR. Okay, so something like this. Then I close. Now you can see that if I can isolate the backfill is actually what I need. No? It can be very elaborate. Sorry, if this was multiple layers, let's say, I want to use the same geometry, which is basically polyline. I can let's say, assuming that this is 1 meter, and then I have a layer that goes differently. No? I can edit, then I position the 3D cursor and add an extrude area solid cube. So now I can model this one. So so again, G2 to grab the edge, GY, just this again, this is an example, GX. So now the backfill is like this, okay, because it's made out of 2 extruded area solid. But when I do the quantity takeoff, of course, it takes the 2 of them together. Okay, I think this is with this one the Earthworks. At least we touch on briefly on how to do these things, how to do Earthworks cut and fill, backfill, and I think is enough for people to get started. Okay, bye.